So on Debris, I'm playing Craig Maddox. I'm having the greatest time playing this guy. It's a great, great part. I play a CIA handler for Jonathan Tucker's character, Brian. Craig has been tasked to sort of head this very secretive, very sophisticated special ops wing of the CIA. He's a guy who is part scientist, part soldier, and part administrator. So he's wearing a lot of hats. Speaking of mystery, he's a guy that has a lot of secrets, as anybody in this world would have. What's most interesting, I'm finding, about the character is that Joel Wyman, the creator, lets us in on his private life, on his home life, struggles that he has on the home front, which makes for really great stories. You can imagine in this, we're actually sitting in my office at Orbital. Isn't it amazing? I know. I feel very powerful even just sitting in it. This is a difficult world to navigate. If you're in a relationship with somebody in this world, right? There's so many boundaries in the relationship, so much unknown, so many things that have to be kept secret, and we get to see how this affects his long-term marriage. We find out early in the series that he has a son and a whole history with this child. So I thought it was a great challenge for me as an actor to try to get inside the mind of somebody who is way smarter than I could ever hope to be. Extremely cerebral and very tactical, right? Approaches life as a scientist, and yet life doesn't work like science all the time. There are certain actions that he takes that the audience won't quite understand. He's a mysterious guy who's, all of his cards are very, very hidden. To find out what's making him tick, I think, is what will make them come back week after week. And the relationship between Maddox and Brian, Jonathan Tucker's character, is a very interesting relationship too. Father-son, older brother, younger brother, commander to soldier. It's a complicated relationship, and we're having a great time working on those scenes. All of the characters are extremely relatable. Again, Joel is really masterful at creating really smart people who talk way fancier than you can talk and know things that most of us don't know, and yet who still have to deal with reality. They still have beating hearts. And what's really interesting about a character as smart as these characters are is they know how to compartmentalize. They know how to sort of separate emotion from this work, this soldier spying work that we do, to see how far they can be pushed, right? To see how far, what is the edge that they will go to before our main characters start to get rattled is really interesting to watch, I think. The debris in the title refers to actually a ship that is in orbit, right? There's an explosion, and over the course of about 3 years, particles, matter from this ship, start to fall toward Earth. This happens sort of before our series starts, right? So the world powers, right? Russia, China, the US, Europe, all of their versions of the CIA, all of their top scientists know that this stuff is coming to Earth, and we all know our finest scientists and nuclear physicists have told us that this is going to be very, very powerful matter. Extremely dangerous, right?